2022. We did it, team.
We
Sold
did it.
out house.
Sold out house.
Monday 27th of June 2022, and we finished. We wrapped up. I'm about to fly back to Sydney.
Yep.
Campbell's staying here for another
Few
few more
days.
days. Kelly goes back home.
Yep.
And we thought we'd do a really quick live just to wrap up and give each other our thoughts about, or everyone's thoughts about what's happening and, you know, what we thought of it and what we experienced.
Yeah.
And
Oh well, the feedback's been amazing. Like the flow on stage was just beautiful between the three of us. You know, it was our first attempt at being live ever in front of an audience ever. So, but I did not feel nervous, not for 1 second.
me either.
It felt so
Natural, just flowed. It was, and the audience were amazing. Everything, there was not one hitch. Like, and we had so many issues getting there. Like literally up to 5 minutes before it started, we were still. Oh, I was stressing out. But as soon as it started, it was just went without a hitch. It was just absolutely flawless. It was just.
There's a lot of hellos coming through, guys.
Hello, everyone in chat.
we got sold out crowds, so we ended up at 460, and then plus, you know, the volunteers and the sound and lighting and the texting. So all up, probably on the day, there's 500 amazing souls there at the venue, and like mind-boggling, and we really feel the momentum of this consciousness moving through now. You know, the next year dedicated to live events.
And we want to thank all the volunteers that made it possible. This has been, if it wasn't for you, this would not have happened. And Alan from the Alex Theatre.
Alan.
He was amazing, legendary, but he also was giving glowing reports for the audience and the volunteers, and saying he's never had an audience like this. He's never had volunteers like this. He's offered some of them jobs, and it's just amazing. And
It was literally asking us back before we'd left. When are you coming back? When are you coming? So it was just, and he stood up for us because we got attacked and people tried to basically destroy that. Jenny from the block. Tried to destroy. She destroyed the first venue. She tried to get the second one, and Alan and his company stood up for us and literally wrote an email telling her exactly how she'd broken the law and told us that email was for us in case we wanted to litigate. So we were fully protected, you know, that the trolls tried, and in the end, we were kind of glad, weren't we? Jenny found us a new venue, found us, you know, the Alex Theatre, Alan, all these amazing people. It was perfect,
We were surrounded by angels, and we only felt love. Usually when you're on stage, and I come from a theatre background, you could feel any sort of disruption or negativity. You can feel it, and as an actor, you can feel it on stage. All I felt was love. All I felt was protection. I felt that we were in a flow. It was divinely created. We truly believe this is beyond architecture. It's beyond Tartarian architecture. This is a springboard for expansion and ascension. And if you were there, you will understand it was unlike anything. What you can't even say this is an alternative history event. Some people have said in the past, what's the psychic got to do with this, with Tartaria Australia? It's not about that. It's about bringing the esoteric in with a higher frequency realm that existed in reality and is grounded in reality. And then where do we go from here? How do we expand our minds? How do we think laterally? And what you saw on stage was three beings thinking laterally, thinking outside the box, expanding your mind, expanding our own minds. And as we flowed intuitively and explored ideas, we could then get people to dream of an impossible dream that becomes possible.
Absolutely. Yes, it is, Harms, it's me.
So it was definitely about the consciousness, you know. It wasn't a show where we were going through buildings and looking at this and, you know, debating who built it and timelines and all this kind of stuff, because there's enough information of that out there. And if you've been looking at this topic and you think that there wasn't a previous advanced civilization, well, could grab another topic, right? You know, because we all know that, but what we need to learn is how to raise our vibration and consciousness so that we can recreate that, because that's what we want. This is what Tartaria is. It's not the past, it's the future. We're bringing it to create it into the future. So that's, and it was all about bringing people together and raising consciousness and bringing some light some much needed light into Melbourne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what an
amazing.
amazing group of
Yeah.
people. How beautiful is that? We got to hug people. The audience was so loving,
Yeah.
and we just felt the pure love and the gratefulness of everyone of bringing this here. What a brilliant place to
It was,
start.
yeah.
An amazing epic adventure, and
Yeah.
there is so many potentials for this, and Kelly and Cameron can talk about that.
I mean, we had an amazing, a group turned up in the freezing cold rain yesterday to join us for a march through Melbourne City to look at Tartaria. And, you know, these walks are really important because for me, one of the greatest blessings of the Tartarian consciousness is that it takes a very, you know, we've all been in this space of truth seeking and disclosure for so long, but it's also intangible. It's also intel and secret insiders. It's all this, you know, like intangible stuff, and you can't ground it.
Yeah.
So you end up just falling down into the lower levels, and it feels bad. It just does. You all know it feels bad to having to think about these things, especially because most of it's founded on lack of innocence. And so, like, but with the Tartarian consciousness, you're actually moving up through into the most beautiful realm of buildings of castles and Camelot and star forts and giants and fairies and mysteries and magic and all of that. And llamacorns and all of that the next day can be grounded in your eyes by going and visiting these buildings, going and seeing it for yourself in your city, these amazing, you know, gigantic buildings that once pointed out you can't not see again, and it starts to build an amazing new map for you, which means when you walk out into those streets, you're not looking for human traffickers, you're not looking for, you know, Melbourne City, you're looking for Tartaria wherever you're placed, and that is building a new consciousness, and it's in turn grounding your whole perspective into reality. So there's so much, and that's just a very brief analogy of 8 hours of what we spoke about on stage on Saturday, and there's so much amazing content and consciousness connected to where these live events are going to go, and every single one of them is going to be so different because our collective information in the time between each event will be updated and uploading and evolve. And my gosh, we're just going to have some of the most amazing moments of understanding new. It'll all be new information to match a new map, to match a new grid, to match a new consciousness.
Yeah.
It's our honour, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is. It's our honour. And yeah, this is going to be happening every few months, guys, so you will not miss out. We're going to just keep going. We're going to keep raising the vibration. And it's all about, you know, remember when you were a child and you were allowed to dream and fairy tales were real and you were allowed imaginary friends and you were allowed to innocence and to create your future and your world? That's what we're bringing back. Yeah. That's what they stole from us. So that's what this is all about. You know, we're not... Tartaria is the way to it's the gateway. That's all it is. It's the gateway into the new consciousness. So this whole thing, it's not about I'm right, you're wrong, oh my God, this person did this, no, it was this person. Look, it's just about we've been robbed of our history. Let's get back. Let's build something better.
What about, we're going to tell people about
Should we tell
plans?
them where we're going next?
Yeah.
This is where we're going next.
All right.
We
Yes.
doused it. We let Source tell us. Yep. So the next live event for Tartaria Australia is going to be in
Brisbane.
So the pendulum has spoken. We're coming to Brisbane, and when are we coming?
September.
End of September.
Yep,
24th
September the
of September.
24th. That's the next tour event.
2-day event.
2-day event this time. Obviously we're going to like expand on what we've experienced this event. This was our kind of like a pilot program to figure out what works, and you know, we're going to just keep upping the ante each event, so you know, our audience gets to have a starlight experience. That's our aim. We're going to be presenting starlight, so it's really true, extraordinary, very unique blend of energetics to come together, and a very beautiful event. Like this is an event like you'll never experience again. So There you go, guys. Tickets are not
Wow.
on sale yet because I haven't been home yet to do
We
anything about
We're
it.
very tired.
Very tired. And also, recording of this live event still needs to be edited. And even if
Yes.
we had a Hollywood production company, there is no way anything would be
No.
ready for sale
Yeah.
for a
It's
recording.
going to be at least a few weeks. I'm
I reckon.
doing all the
Oh,
editing,
yeah.
so I'll get on it. But yeah, when it's done, we will definitely let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole event has been filmed. The march yesterday got filmed with all the brave souls who came out in the rain. We couldn't believe it. Honestly, Calvin and I was thinking, we got to go there out of courtesy in case one or two people
Yeah.
brave the rain. But there was like,
200 people.
oh, it was just crazy. So,
Hang on, 200 people, random people just talking and walking around.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
It wasn't an organised thing.
for,
Was
No.
it?
for a natural history
Just
tour.
bumped into
Yeah, we just bumped into another. Yeah, 200
But,
people went for a walk.
But yeah, so the live event of all of this will be available on the website soon enough. You'll find out about it, and tickets will go on sale for Brisbane at the exact same time. So guys, thank you with the deepest respect and love for coming, and because hello, this was not about us. This was about 500 of you coming together for the very first time after all that's happened in the last 2 years and for your whole life to meet a frequency band and an audience that was so unique with such a unique signature that it was literally astronomical. And how are those portal dimensional planets aligning on that day?
Exactly. We
Yes.
didn't even know, but apparently 7 planets lined up in a
7
line.
portals.
7 portals.
Mm.
First time that apparently ever that's been recorded. So
That's why it went
we
off without
didn't
a
know,
hitch.
and we just random. So
7, and we did on the 25th, which 2 plus 5 is 7. I mean,
Which
it
means
was
we
so
can honestly
small.
say the event was astronomical. That is the accurate defining word for this event. It was an astronomical
And
event.
I believe it was divine. I felt and knew and brought in the angels. That surrounded that theatre.
Yeah.
That theatre was
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah.
People walked in and felt that the vibe, the energy, the frequency was making them have tingles on their head. They felt protected. They felt loved. They felt that there was. It was just pure, and it was an ascended sort of energy.
Yeah.
It's not a truther tour, right?
No.
It's
No.
not an intel tour. If you were to go to an event that had people talking about the latest political stuff and the latest they're trying to kill us and the this and that, your energy would be low. Your energy would be frequency. You'd be questioning everything. You'd be feeling like a little bit helpless.
Yeah.
This made people who had previously, in some cases, been suicidal feel a sense of hope that we
Yes.
have won, that we are winning, that we have won, that we are creating this new world. The feedback I got on my video recently was incredible.
Yeah.
And we're going to collect all of that information, and we're going to be able to share with you some of the feedback that we've received. And Campbell and Kelly are going to also bring together the community,
The groups.
the groups.
the groups.
And then for every other location, we'll start like a mailing list or something
Yeah.
like that for this specific sort of events.
Yeah.
We'll be able to see where you're all from, and then that will be able to dictate to us where we want to go. And this includes overseas.
Who knew the pendulum's sending us
The
everywhere?
pendulum's sending us everywhere, so
Very
If
random.
you happen to be in the UK, just keep an eye out for us. Possibly.
maybe.
Yeah, we will definitely be collaborating the dots. Everyone got a coloured dot on the day, which puts them in their east, west, north, south, Melbourne or out of town little groups. And I will be personally, being the Melbourne representative, going to have dinner with each group so we can connect socially and actually start to, as a group, hear your
Yeah.
obstacles to your dreams and get rid of them. That is the
Yeah.
sole function of these groups, is getting rid of these obstacles. So we named this tour Achieving the Impossible Dream.
Yes.
And we're going to end this tour in Achieving Your Impossible Dream.
Yeah.
So, I'm pumped. Because that's a whole other level of the ripple effect that we
Exactly.
don't even know what effect that's going to have. That's a whole different...
This is angelic. This is divine. We were sent here for this. This is one of our missions that we were sent here to do from the higher realms. I truly believe it. I believe that the people we met that helped us out are all family.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. We had everyone in this room that we met that helped us out, and everyone connected to this, and it felt like family. It was incredible. It was like we just saw oh yeah, that's right. I remember you from thousands of years ago, and like we just, it all flowed. There was no animosity at all. It was incredible.
No,
There was
it was
nothing. There was no
amazing.
bickering. There was nothing. It was just incredible. I loved it. And next time we're gonna have merchandise because we're really sorry because of the event stuff up. All the beautiful designs that Kelly worked so hard on, and we're gonna have more. We couldn't get them in the t-shirts, but we will eventually.
We'll get sorted, yeah.
Get that sorted.
Absolutely.
And then what else?
And of course, the big focus is on bringing you guys together. Kelly said she's going to be doing meetups with the groups in Melbourne, but everywhere we go, this is what we're going to be doing, is getting people in touch with people in their vicinity. And we're going to work out, but there's definitely going to be follow-ups. We're not just going to have an event and leave you guys. We're going to get groups. We're going to facilitate.
No, we won't do that.
Never. So we'll at least facilitate the first meetings, get them sorted, so that then, obviously, then people can start, having regular meetups. And the more we do that, the more powerful we become. We can support each other in achieving impossible dreams, right? And that's the main goal.
I mean, for some reason, that secondary step of these tours, it's a very fundamental key to, we are just tuning all this in as we're going, but there's something about that that's as important as coming to the lives. Like, there's something about that that actually does sink in this new grid timeline, this new reset, this new map. There's something in that. And it has to do with each one of us knowing what our dream is.
Yeah.
And then naming the obstacle and then having people solve that. Something in that equation is important, but we'll find out as we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
Kathleen's on there.
Any questions or any people saying?
Everyone is just sending you so much love. There's a Tamworth guy asking you to go to Tamworth. Kathleen, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kathleen.
Yeah, and lots of love.
Tamworth guy, you're going to have to come city. We can't do it. It's a lot to organise. We're not a huge production company. We've got to do all these other things. It's not the only thing we do, and I think the capital cities to begin with. And
Well, the pendulum might send us to Tamworth.
Yeah.
It's like,
knows?
how much do you want
Tartarian
it?
building.
I mean, Tamworth, you're very close to my farm anyway, so you'll probably just get to.
I used to live in Tamworth years ago.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
Lots of love. They want llama unicorns.
Unicorn t-shirts.
Campbell, your slideshow was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The
There was,
music, how good was the music?
Yeah, you guys have to read
That
Music.
was so good.
yeah. It was
danced
amazing.
outside.
Yeah.
We played that last night. Yeah, we were dancing. It was so good.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just saying keep talking. They've just posted the link.
Yeah.
Thank you for the experience.
Well,
Enjoyed
you can
it.
play back, right, guys? Come on, rewind.
Yeah,
just
watch it
scroll
again.
back. You can watch it again.
You had some people turn up on Sunday as well.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't turn up on Sunday. I lost my voice and I was really sore. And
You would
I
have
just
hated
thought
it. It
I
was
wouldn't have been
wet,
able-
it was
I
cold,
wouldn't have been
rotting.
I would have been really sick and not been able to fly. So I have to leave today. So sorry about that, guys.
Love you too, Linda Rose. Love you too, Harms. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay, lots of love. Just lots and lots of love here, folks.
Anything else we need to say?
We love you all. Thank you all for
And
coming.
feel the love. Can you see how much we love each other?
And remember,
Love, lots of love.
we
How
were
do I
on
switch
stage, but it was you guys that really made this happen. So,
Yeah.
and that's the intention. So,
I hope all of you come to Brisbane.
yes, we will be back. So keep your eyes out.
We're
and
going to see Jason.
Amazing things are coming.
Yeah, all the Northern Rivers community up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
coming to Brisbane. Dale hopefully will
Dale
get on with
Hines.
us in Brisbane and
Yep.
get you all into a beautiful time with us.
We'll have a lunch together and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to get
Great.
better. Each one will
Beautiful.
get progressively
Yeah.
better as
Press
we
the X
learn what
on
we're
the
doing.
top, right.
Is that the X?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Ready?
Say bye.
Okay,
Love
bye
you
everyone.
all.
We love
Bye.
you. Bye.